Coach, it seemed like the defense once again struggled against quick passes, a lot of slants. They dropped a ton of passes.
Yeah.
Are you more concerned about the defense now than you have been, or less concerned, or how do you feel?
Similarly concerned. Same level of there were a ton of drop passes. A couple of those balls were deflected. A couple guys were, guys bearing down on them. Those are good things. But yeah, we had a couple. No question, we had a couple uncontested drops, and even the first pick was an overthrown guy. That guy's going to convert and get some yardage on the play, but you have to play the whole play and finish. We ran to the ball a little bit better in the quick game, of guys finishing the play and getting 3-4 guys on the ball. I mean, and then that one, the slant, we have 3 guys at the point of attack and we whiff. And so that's just a technique thing that we'll clean up and coach up and go forward. But, offensively, we need to complement those things a little bit better. And I think that would have really highlighted a better defensive effort. And again, we have a ton of room for improvement in all phases.
Right here in the center.
We've seen flashes of Devin Allen in the past couple of weeks. How close are we to seeing him play a pivotal role in this offense?
That's a great question. I don't know is my long answer. Devin's working back and he's in when he's in there, he has a chance to make plays, and then just depending on the coverage that they're in or the play we have called, may or may not get it. It's just kind of the luck of the draw. At wideout, there are very few plays that we say, hey, throw it to Devin Allen. Period. There's very few plays like that. Even if you say throw it to Devin Allen, and they double him or triple him, just depending on how it is, that may or may not happen. So he's getting healthier and more confident, and those are the most important things.
Front right.
Coach, you mentioned that you guys need to work a little bit more on discipline, especially when it comes to penalties and how some of those mistakes can become compounded, especially teams defensively. I mean, how do you go about that as a coach, cleaning those things up, getting that through to your players as you enter Pac-12 play?
You just coach the heck out of it, and we try to create as much confusion and discomfort in practice, and that's hard to duplicate. 4th and 1 on the one with a 300-pound guy lined up across you, and the crowd going crazy. That's hard to duplicate. Can we not jump off sides on as an outside guy on the punt team? Absolutely. Those things are the ones that kill you. Or the roughing the passer didn't just looked unnecessary. There's sometimes where roughing the passer is an effort play. I'll have to look at that again, but we'll see if that was the case. But you coach it.
Left over here, Joseph.
Yeah.
Less than a year ago, Taj Griffin, tears his ACL. Today he finds his first career touchdown. What are your thoughts on his week-to-week progress and just, him scoring his first touchdown?
He has, he just has a ton of potential. And that kid is he's scary good, and then he's scary. Hey, what the heck are you doing? So trying to limit the what the heck you doing as much as possible. Taking care of the football is a huge deal for him. Even on the non-touchdown. We don't want him reaching the ball out, and Cam already got him that before he got to the sideline, and the sky's the limit. He's a very talented guy, and he's totally scratching the surface on how good he can be.
Devin Allen in there, right here on the right, Andrew.
After 3 weeks, 3 games, what have you learned about this team that you didn't know leaving fall camp?
Oh man. They're a competitive group. They're a resilient group. Was really happy with how they responded to last week. I think they respond to challenges pretty well. We'll still be challenged differently and more as we go forward in conference play and battle whatever, nicks and dings and the ups and downs of that deal. But they're a great group to be around. They work their tails off. I love the group of guys that they are, and they know they have a ton of improvement to do, and we're in it together.
Back right, way back.
After the Eastern Washington win, there was a lot made up about the effort on the defensive side. What did you think about your defense's effort today?
Effort's been better in the last 2 games. It really has. And again, that's non-negotiable. that we're going to play hard in every phase. And, you're always going to miss tackles. You're always going to, make a mistake here or there, but effort is non-negotiable. And our guys know that, and they've rallied around one another. They've coached each other on that as well. And it's been better, but, you're always searching for a little bit more.
Rodney Hardrick is in the confessional area. Aaron up there on the front left.
I should be in the confessional area.
Coach, this was Jeff's first start, but he's been in this program. This is his 4th year. Did you expect him to play better today? Did you expect more out of him, or were you happy with his performance?
I'm hard on quarterbacks, period. And I expect Jeff to play perfectly because I've seen him do so many great things, and that's an 11-man deal, an 11-person deal to play great as a quarterback. And if the right guard misses his block, that's not on the quarterback, but the quarterback has the ball and has to make us right. And sometimes, again, that's throwing it away. Sometimes that's tucking and run. Sometimes that's taking a sack, whatever it may be. And we have a ton of confidence in Jeff. And we'll see going forward what happens. All right.
Steve?
Really?
Sorry.
Steve.
If you were asked this before, and I may have missed it, but Braylon and kind of that Wildcat, just kind of his talents and kind of what you see and putting him in there, and kind of he made a pretty good decision, it looked like, on the Griffin one in terms of timing.
Yeah, Braylon was a high school quarterback, and we love those guys. Versatile, tough, smart football players that play quarterback. Oftentimes in high school, your best athlete is your quarterback, and you end up moving those guys at the college level. We've had a ton of guys in our program that fit that, and so just a guy that can create a lot of literal options for us going forward.
Last question right here, Aaron.
Sorry. Do you expect Vernon to be back next? Excuse me. Do you expect Vernon to be back next week? It has to be asked. I know what you're going to say, but it has to be asked.
That's a rookie mistake. That's a rookie mistake.
Everyone here wants to ask it.
You look very nice today, Aaron.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks.